A few moments later.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of The Bar right here on Barracks Party Media. I am your host, John Curran, aka Minnie. I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran. 2311 was my MOS, IUAs. I'm a card carrying member of the E4 Mafia, allegedly. And I'm one of the founding members of Barracks Party Media. All right, what is The Bar? If you're new, real quick, I hang out with some friends, rotating basis. We talk shit, we share memes. We have fun, watch stupid videos, and from time to time, we have great guests throughout the veteran community and veteran advocates, people out there doing crushing shit for veterans and the like. But a lot of times, we just take a lot of shots to the face and have a good time, man. So a couple people already joined us. Got to give them shout out to them. Dean, in their 6 days sober, bro. Okay. And Carl Loomis joined us from way out west. What's up, brother, man? If you're hanging out and you want to jump in and have some fun, just let me know. Shoot me a message. Sounds good. Hopefully Blue's going to join me later, but tonight my special guest is a very good friend of mine. He's we spent a lot of time together at the beautiful all-inclusive resort known as Forty Area Las Pulgas, guests of Ammo Company, the most holistic company in Marine Corps history. And I've known this dude for quite a long time. He's one of my favorite people. We're going to talk a lot of shit and break a lot of balls in a very short period of time. And that's not even the memes. So, yeah, without further ado, here he is, the one and only Pook Dog.
What is up, Minnie? How you doing? I'm coming from the beautiful state of Arizona, my man, and
Yeah.
it is 90. It's 99 degrees out here, my man. I don't expect it to
Jesus.
cool off. I don't expect. Well, if I want to freaking smoke, if I want to have a smoke, if I want to have if I want to have a smoke, a smoke. If I want to have a smoke, if I want to have a smoke, a smoke. I got to be outside. So that's why I'm outside. I'm braving the wilderness for you, my man. Not only am I braving the wilderness for you, I am also sacrificing watching the fights on a big screen TV. Right now, behind me, I don't know if you can hear it. If it's too loud, the background's too loud, I'll turn it down. I have the fights on. I am winning this fight. I am getting off the snide. This is the first fight, the first bet of the day that I'm winning. Ramos is winning right now, and he just had his opponent in a precarious position. He had him with his back taken, and he was attempting to strangle him. Never got the choke on, but still, definitely won the round, won that round. So I'm on my way to getting off the snide. Very happy about that, my man. So I will be, my attention will be split a little bit, but you can also on your split screen, if you want, you can watch the fights along with the Pook if you want, just like as if we were at a real bar together, my man. Virtually, we can do this.
You got to send me the link, and oh, you don't have Messenger, do you? Can you send it to me? And I'm trying to figure out how I can watch it.
You can split your screen with a window. I already know you can do that.
Carl
You
Loomis
can watch
said,
it.
Pook, what
You
up?
can watch it. What is up, Carl? Hey, you can put the fight on your phone, lean it up against your monitor, and watch the fight small screen and
Okay.
the webcast big screen. You could definitely do that. There's a bunch of ways you could do it. You could put a window on your screen. I was going to go completely dark and watch this on the big screen, and I'm like, that's not right. I got to be able to see people's faces. Got to be able to see the memes. So I'm sacrificing, and in that sacrifice, I'm like, why not just go outside? You can smoke. You won't be taking no breaks. You just sit there. The only break you're going to take is to the restroom, right? Because I got
Right.
everything I need here. I got beer. Well, I might have a scotch with you later when you get tanked. You seem to get tanked at the end of these shows. I might have a scotch with you if I feel like it later. I might have to go in and get a scotch. I don't have a scotch outside. But so you introduce us as, now this is our name. This is our official name. We're Barracks Party Media,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay. Every time. I hear Barracks Party. Every time I hear that, I first of all, we're 30 years freaking divorced from the Barracks. That's number one. That maybe should be, if my kid was going to start a podcast. By the way, congratulations to him. Just graduated boot camp. My youngest son,
good
Melvin,
job making
20 years old.
Marine, dude.
Just had his birthday the day after he got out of boot camp. What a birthday present! I'll tell you what, he was just like me too. I had a friend of mine that he's a total jarhead. He used to be my business partner with the gloves and masks, sanitizer when we were at the COVID stages. When I was out of the business of the casino for a while, he came down. He came down all the way from. He's at like a 3-hour drive from north of LA, and he wanted to hang out at the base. And he was buying all kinds of junk, souvenir. He hadn't been on the base in years. Had his dad with him. And he wanted to eat on the base. Oh, my kid was not with it. He wanted the hell off that base.
He wanted out.
He did not want to introduce me to his DIs. He did, however, graduated slick C, but he did shoot an expert shot. Very proud of him. Yeah, he was also he was in the Booger platoon, so you know how that can be.
Yeah.
He did not. He wanted to get off of that freaking base. He's ready to start the rest of his career. By the way, with everything that's going on in politics and everything, I warned that kid so I'm not a hypocrite. I told that kid, you fight these freaking wars for the bankers right now. And the people that are in power right now, they want war. And don't be surprised if you end up he's an 0311. Don't be surprised if you end up fighting in freaking Russia or Iran. Wait, what's going on.
Become a grunt? You let him become a grunt.
I didn't let him do shit. He's his own man. He's a 20-year-old man, and I'm damn proud of him. And if I had to pick I told him his brother joined the Air Force. Brother wasn't going to be outdone by him. Brother joined the Air Force. Brother has some college credits. His older brother, right? He's already got an ID. Never graduated boot camp yet. He's going to graduate boot camp a freaking sergeant. The equivalent, the pay grade of a sergeant. What? Yeah, exactly. So I got one son made the smart choice. I got another son doing it his way. We'll see what happens with everything. I'm proud of him nevertheless, man. May God protect him. May God protect him on all his journeys.
Yeah, good. We keep making Marines, dude. We do it. Freddie did it. Bowden's kid. Remember Freddie, right?
Yeah, well, I mean,
his kid's in the Marine. His kid's been in the Marine Corps for a couple of years now.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw, and I also saw, was it Boot's son?
Yep.
Boot's son, and there was a few others. There's a few others. This is my first Marine. I honestly thought my stepson that I raised since he was a pup was going to be a Marine, but he just talked about it, never did it. My godson became a Marine.
Yeah.
He was an 0311 as well. There again, I didn't tell him to join the Marine Corps or become an 0311. You know what I'm saying? That being said, I mean, it's special. It's a special thing. Being a Marine is a special thing. As well as me being a Marine, a special thing. And he joined our gun club, and I accept him with open arms, even though I told him beforehand, maybe this ain't the smart thing to do. Maybe you need to think this out.
Right. I don't know. It's I was gonna join the Air Force, and then a Marine got a hold of me, and that was it. He's like, you want to hold your head up high, or do you want to join the Air Force? I'm like, oh fucking motherfucker! All right, here we go. So there we went, and here we are.
I mean, it's an easy one, man. You find people that want to prove something in themselves, got a chip on their shoulder, things of that nature. These are the people the Marine Corps attracts, definitely. I definitely could say my youngest has a chip on his shoulder, They always called him the rooster when he was growing up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, his aunts and his grandmother, the Mexican, they called him the rooster.
I love it. Yeah, you're right. It is very much a typical psychological profile for Marines. A lot of us have giant chips on our shoulders and got to prove something, got to protect people, got to do this, got to do that. And yep. Hey, who knows? Hello, asshole and Pook.
What is up?
I love I'm the asshole in this whole thing. That's fucking great. I love it.
Well, you're the one that named the damn thing. You started out with a great name, a wonderful name. Veterans Radio Syndicate. Now, I know you can't use that name for legal reasons, right? But you could have called it Veterans Media Syndicate. You could have called it Veterans Internet Syndicate. You could have called it Veterans United Syndicate. You could have named it anything, but you name everything. Every time I hear you announce I think of freaking Tatum's Gangbang. Haters Gang Bang, and all the guys that got charged for it. That's what I think of. I think of the crazy bitch that shows up in lingerie with a freaking bottle of booze and has sex with 10 Marines or however many, and then they get charged for rape and kind of become a Marine, all kinds of crazy shit. That's the only thing that comes to my mind whenever you announce our show. And here we are, like I said, we're a bunch of old vets, man. You could call it the VFW post radio or some bullshit, man. I don't know. I mean, we're middle aged. I mean, dude, we wouldn't even fit in the barracks, man. They'd be calling us sir and standing at parade rest if we were in the barracks, bro. Either that or being smartasses, one of the two or both. Who, you know? I mean, yeah, come on, man. You know, so it's. I don't know. I mean, anyone can be a critic, I guess. I guess I wasn't there to help you name it. Sorry.
No, you weren't.
Sorry, I wasn't there for you. So I wasn't there for you, but I mean, I don't know. That was a beautiful name. Veterans Radio Syndicate, beautiful name. I don't know. And okay, so one thing now, you wanted me to come on the show with a bunch of my conspiracy theories, right? And talk to smack. And you wanted me, well, originally that was the plan. You wanted me to like send your shit on WhatsApp so you could put forth a good argument here and there. Minnie, here's the thing, man. All this is right out in the open for you. If you want to have this freaking bias, this freaking tunnel vision, you want to keep the blinders on and have this willful ignorance, that's up to you, my friend. I mean, these people got their own websites. You got the World Economic Forum. You can hear Klaus Schwab, the words coming out of his mouth. You can see what's happening over in freaking England. You can see what they want to do here. I mean, it's obvious what they want to do. I mean, come on. You got Kamala Harris right now. She's talking about price controls. What do price controls do? They crash economies. They destroy businesses. Businesses can't. They're on thin margins to begin with. Very in a real capitalist system, you're on very thin margins here, and price controls will just bankrupt people. What the hell? I mean, come on. Get the fuck out of here. The problem's a falling dollar, and they created that problem. They created it intentionally, and the solution will freaking make it worse, which is intentional, I imagine as well, because we are dealing with some trained Marxists, and that's how it is, man. So I mean, you want me to go on a conspiracy rant? There it is, and as far as that other stuff goes, you challenged me. You said I can debunk any. You said maybe you want to backtrack on this. You said on the sports church, right? When we were on the sports church, when I was doing my final thoughts, you said you could debunk any conspiracy theory regarding the president's assassination. Do you or the former president Donald Trump, who's probably the rightful president, probably. I mean, they had the law on their side. I mean, here's my argument, right? It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And if you're allowed to stuff ballots. You're allowed to stuff ballots. How are you going to prove that the people it's almost impossible the way they had it set up. They had it set up that way. So, I mean, you know, come on. So how you say you can debunk any theory? You want to backtrack on that at all? No. Or you still think you could? No.
But hold on for a second, because I gotta bring in my girl. She's a keeper of my leash. She's a United States Naval veteran. She's been a part of the bar for quite a few years now. Love her to death. Without further ado, the one and only Blue. What up?
Hi, Blue.
Hello. I'm at Myers at the moment. I'm gonna just drive in a few minutes. Jason's fucking hungry. And we're driving to my mom. Not in the best of moods. So yeah.
Oh, good times. Oh, Pook. All right, yeah, all right. So unpause.
Okay.
What do you?
No, my whole thing.
I can't.
No, you said that you'd be able to debunk any conspiracy theory regarding. It's almost laughable regarding the President Trump shooting.
Yes.
You still can't.
You don't think that? Yeah.
You don't think there was orders for them to willfully stand down and let this guy parade around for 26? I mean, you haven't seen the video of the guy going up and down. You haven't seen that video.
No.
You haven't seen the video. Now I kind of wish I prepared more for the show, but I don't because I got important stuff going on. I got the UFC fights going on. I had to bet those.
Them right now.
I had to bet the UFC fights. I had the UFC fights. I had to bet, and I got to study for fantasy football. I'm in some pretty big leagues here, man.
Yeah, I know. I got to start the league up sometime this week. So
normally I'm used to drafting in your league first. It's almost like a practice. I wish we had that. I really do, because
We'll probably
'Cause
do
I
it
did a mock-
next Sunday. Next Sunday.
I did a mock draft. I did a mock draft today, and I did not like my team. I had holes. I had stuff missing.
Yeah, I don't know what to do this year either, man. Last year it was you got to go receiver heavy, you got to go receivers early, and this year I don't know. Probably not that much different, I'm guessing, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll probably draft next Sunday. I'll start it up, and as long as we get 8 people, we can do it. Other than that, anything short of that, it's fucking pointless. But Blue, what's new? I mean, besides Jason being hungry.
Nothing. Just he's gonna be working at my job. Yeah.
You're super happy about that, I can tell.
I don't mind, but at the same time, I'm like, we are together enough as it is. But he's trying to get away from ProMedica. My job's hiring, so it is what it is.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I get you. He says, who else uses price control? Communists. Yeah, it's funny. I saw a meme. Elon Musk put it out, Pook. And
They're straight Marxists.
It was the shortest campaign commercial ever, and it was Kamala talking about prices and how they've gotten out of control, and then it just got to Donald Trump and said, "I approve this message." I'm like, "Oh my god, yeah, you can't campaign." I mean, my whole thing with this, and I don't want to spend too much time on politics because we do have some memes coming up, but somebody needs to fall on the sword. Like, they know as soon as somebody tried to kill Trump, allegedly, whatever you want to say, it was over, right? It was over. And so who are they going to get to fall on the sword? They got to push fucking Biden out. They push Biden out. They got to get somebody to fall on the sword. They know they're not going to win. They can't get Big Mike to run. They can't get Hillary to run because, she can't stand up fast. So you got to get somebody to fall on the sword. Well, Kamala's perfect. And then they picked the worst person ever. They're like, oh, hey, we're going to run a veteran. And like, his record, he's a mess. It's like, yeah, there's just somebody's got to fall on the sword. It's going to be Kamala. So just saying.
The other reason why I really don't want to freaking talk about this nonsense so much is because I really think that there's a chance of Kamala winning. And that's incredible to me because everything, these people are just, they don't want to look at reality.
Don't trust polls. Don't trust the honeymoon bump. The more she talks, the more people are going to be like, really? Like, all of a sudden, she was like the worst vice president in history, right? Unpopular. Didn't make it to Iowa when she ran for president. Didn't make it to Iowa. And all of a sudden, she's like the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's like, come on. People see this thing. There's a funny clip going around the internet. I think it was some chick from CNN on Stephen Colbert, and even he said that. All right, you got to turn it down a little bit. It's getting over. Yeah.
I just want to fight. I'm celebrating.
I got you. No, he was joking, like, come on, even CNN doesn't tell it how it is, and the whole crowd laughed. They thought it was a joke. It was serious. Like, yeah, it's a fucking joke, man. It's all a joke. It's fucking ridiculous. Oh, there's Pook. What the hell happened? How about the Secret Service who looked her post and breastfeed her kid and didn't even check out? Oh, I didn't know about that. That's crazy. I did not know about that. I don't know what the hell happened to my Pook, though. Gotta get that homeboy back. Oh, shit, man. I might actually, my wife's gonna shoot me in the face if I do this, but I got no choice right now because I can't leave Blue alone. Unless I find a video to play so I can fucking get a hold of Pook, figure out what's going on. Nope, don't want to do that. Nope. There we go. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I'll play this. It's like, I don't want to talk politics. Here we go. Little Tim Dillon for that ass, if you will. Hold on a second. Give me a minute.
Israeli official says Iran war is inevitable and U.S. should attack now. That's what I love about Israel. I like it as a friend. They're always getting us into something. I like it. I mean, Israel is the friend sometimes on the block you go out with, and they're like, let's just throw some M80s. Let's have a little fun, because they kind of have a bad home life. That's what Israel, it's the friend with like a bad home life. And they're just like, my mom and dad fight. Shit sucks. Let's go smoke a cigarette behind his shed. And America's the rich kid. And America's like, yeah, why not? I like Israel. Israel has my values, you know? And I was like, yeah, but Israel's lit. It's like sometimes you need a girlfriend to explain it to you, which would be, I don't know, France, maybe. You go, you know, I get it. You like Israel, but Israel's living situation's like really fucked up. Like his mom and dad don't even speak. Like there's literally cops at the house 3 times a week. You go, yeah, but I like Israel. We go out, we get into bar fights, you know, we throw M80s in the lake, we watch it blow up. Shit's fun, you know? And then one day Israel comes to you and is like, we just got to go fight these kids from this other high school. And you go, I don't even know why we're doing this. Like, and you go, listen, man, here's reality. Me and you are bros. And you go, yeah, dude, I totally get it. But my girlfriend has made a good point. Like, you are in a fucked up situation. Israeli official says Iran war is inevitable and U.S. should attack now.
That place has been batshit crazy from the get-go. It always has been, and it probably always will be until, you know.
Oh, it always will be.
Until God sends another fucking asteroid or flood, or probably asteroid and flood. Both would be good. I mean, when's the last time God's smited anybody? Dean says Israel's gonna come to ideas to blow up mailboxes right before you get to the chief of police mailbox. There you go. Yeah, for sure. Found out what's going on with Pook. His electronics are overheating because he lives in Arizona. So he'll be back as soon as he's. I know.
Did you send that link over to Jason? Because I'm gonna have to get off. I gotta drive.
I did send it over to him. I believe
Okay.
I did.
He's gonna call in just a second.
Yeah,
Eventually.
no worries. No worries. I'll just queue up another stupid video as soon as you jump off, and then you can jump back on. No worries. Oh man.
Fuck up. Stupid YouTube. I'm sorry. One second.
You're fine. Oh, I like this. You'll dig this if you're still hanging on there. There we go.
When you see someone who's always calm, incredibly kind, and avoiding conflicts, be careful. This person notices everything. They remain silent because they know if they're let loose, it will hurt. They keep everything inside, choosing to stay calm. But the day it explodes, it's a real storm. And the one who triggered that anger will bear the brunt. Don't mistake their silence for weakness, because behind every smile, there is something that will surprise you.
I love it. I love it. I can't wait for the new Joker movie. Seen a couple of the teaser trailers or whatnot with Joaquin Phoenix, and I think Lady Gaga plays Harley Quinn. Super psyched for that. Love don't know anybody appreciated the Dark Knight like they should have. I definitely did. Man, that's some messed up shit, and it's. We spend far too often sugarcoating everything because it helps us, get through the day and go to sleep. But man, the world is still and always has been a very brutal and nasty place. What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I heard you're hungry.
Yeah, I just take a pit stop, get some food.
Oh yeah, what'd you get?
I got some chili mac.
Some chili mac.
Yeah.
From where?
I just went to Myers real quick, ran in, got myself one of those microwavable ones.
Oh, that's terrible. No.
It's terrible, but there's only so much you can do in the middle of the night, especially when you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh man, I thought you guys were all about that health food shit. And you're eating.
Tonight we're gonna have to break that.
I guess you know what's gonna happen to you tomorrow morning. You're gonna take a shit and be like, "What the fuck what's wrong with me?" Oh, it was the fucking chili mac with all the bullshit in it. Yeah.
At least I'll be cleaned out.
Well, yeah, maybe. Hey, Pook, what's up, man?
What is up, brother? What is up? I'm outside collecting all my trash and gear. I am completely set up electronically, though, my man. We are over with the technical difficulties. 99 degrees, I just found out, is too hot for my phone. My phone does not agree with 99 degrees, even if I was willing to go out.
Dean says, "Lady, blah blah." They get a better Harley Quinn from OnlyFans cheaper. Oh man, I think I've seen the previews. Man, she looked pretty badass in it. I like it. I think she's down the chick, man. You might be Looney Tunes, but anybody who's talented and creative is fucking insane.
Who ain't crazy?
Yeah, Michelangelo fucking hated the Catholic Church, but he painted the Sistine Chapel. He put a lot of dicks on it. Probably because, all right, fine, I'll paint your chapel. I'm gonna put a bunch of dicks on it though. But he did it. It was beautiful, and people fucking from all faiths, all over the world, go to see that shit. And the Vatican, being very Catholic and very capitalist, they'll take your money, cash at the door, baby, walk right in. They let Satan in if he paid fucking advance tickets online. Like, you don't give a shit. Who cares? God, man. She wore a meat dress. Yeah, she's a lunatic. Of course. And she's a pop star. Pop stars are supposed to do fucking crazy, stupid things. Why? Because that's what they do. And they used to be gangster. Like Madonna used to do gangster shit. Nowadays, it's kind of like, oh, it's all woke stuff. But, I mean, it is what it is. Fucking A. Life is crazy. I mean, literally fucking crazy. And it's fun. It's fun.
I don't know. Here's the thing, though, man. Like, you want to talk about that whole Illuminati stuff. You want to talk about, like, the whole conspiracy stuff. The last, like, 3, I'd say, concerts I've been to, where it was recognizable pop star, like, I don't know, The Weeknd. The Weeknd. This happened at the Weeknd concert. It also happened when the Weeknd, all the stadium shows.
Are you
like
going for the devil shit?
Dude, you're not kidding, bro.
Jesus.
It's like, come on, man. Like, come on. They're not. They like got robes on. It's like right in the middle of a freaking rock and roll show. You got like these guys chanting with robes on and candles and shit. Get the fuck out of here. And then the way some of the people acted, they actually acted a little possessed. I have to admit. People among me.
I call bullshit. It's just fucking.
Well,
it's,
you can all you want, man.
It's online trolling. It's trolling. It's create shock value. Shock value creates speech. Speech creates viral shit. Viral shit.
It's a part of our culture now, and that's what they wanted. It ain't even a shock value now. You expect,
man, they've been saying that shit since I was a fucking kid in the 80s. Since I was a kid in the 80s. Remember the whole thing about Satan worship? It's just
satanic panic. Absolutely.
Yes,
but it's not.
Yes. It's rehash. Everything.
It's always been. That's always been part of Hollywood, man. That's always been part of Hollywood. You got your eyes wide shut and all that nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
God. It is. It's always been a part of Hollywood.
What happened to real talent? That's the question.
What is real talent? Find it for me.
Real talent's on the internet.
No,
you can find real talent on the internet. I'm not talking about us. I'm just saying in general. You want to find some real talent, you can find them on the internet.
I know, but I want 710 to find real talent for me real quick.
Well, I mean, a lot of the stuff that people do on the internet to get famous and get the shock factor is stuff that anybody can do at any point. I feel like, there's got to be something unique, something really special about that person, and it's gone compared to what it used to be.
You're talking about generational talent.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you, but we live in a world, and I'm guilty of it too. My friend sends me reels. My kid sends me TikToks. You're looking at what's something real quick, real funny. Boom, then you're moving on to something else. We all got like a fishbowl freaking attention span. We're like, that's part of the problem.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
You gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
Who's to say she doesn't have real talent, though? Who's to honestly say she doesn't have real talent?
She might. She
Well,
might.
think of like the music industry right now, especially like a lot of it is now just stuff that's digitally downloaded by computer. It's not talent that you can find with a guitarist or like real talent with vocals.
I get you with that. I get you with the auto-tune thing and everything like that. But I always argue, and my favorite memories are going to, and I'm not a big live music guy. So for me to go to an event is something. Like I went to Dead and Company. That was great. You know, it wasn't Jerry, but it was John Mayer, but it was great. But some of my favorite memories and some of the best times I've had is at EDM concerts, Detroit Music Festival, Ultra in Miami. Those were fucking amazing. You can't tell me those guys don't have talent. Okay, so they did it on a computer. They created these things. They sampled. They still took time, still took talent. Obviously, people like it. Sorry, that's like I hate people always knock like EDM, and yeah, some of it's a little out of control. But so was every other genre of music. I mean, I grew up with Metallica. I grew up with with Slayer and Anthrax and Iron Maiden, and like I grew up with all this stuff. I grew up with different vibes, and I love them all, but they're different. But I can't do death metal. All right. I also can't do Fish. All right. I love the Dead. Love the Dead.
Hey, hold on a second. Hold on a second. What do Fish fans say when they run out of drugs? What does Fish fans say when they run out of drugs? This band sucks. This band sucks. All right. Okay. Hold on for a second. What do Grateful Dead fans say when they run out of drugs?
What?
Right.
You ain't running us out of drugs, homeboy. You ain't running us out of drugs, bro. It ain't happening.
I was at the Dead and Company concert for 30 seconds. Some dude looks over, you want some mushrooms? I'm like,
yeah, you ain't running us out of drugs.
Yes,
that
yes,
is not
I do.
gonna happen.
Yes, I do.
Nah.
He's like,
Never.
He goes, no offense. He says, you don't look like, I'm like, no, it's my wife. He goes, oh, you got hijacked. I'm like, yeah, no, I love him, but I'm just not, that guy. And he's like, I can tell. Here's some mushrooms. I'm like, thank you very much. This is gonna be so much funner now because of the magic compound named psilocybin. So.
To your point, though, I do agree that EDM actually does take a lot of talent because you have to rip a couple different things, multiple different things together, and put piece it together piece by piece. And what I'm talking about is that a lot of the music now is very, very basic. Like it's just basic beats that you can find. I don't know if you've heard the song "Scoop Scoop Scoopity Scoop" by I can't think of the guy's name right off the bat, but I mean it's just he says this throughout the whole entire song, and that's the song.
Yeah, no, I'll agree with you, and this is gonna come off bad no matter how I say it, but I have a temp at work that I have two that I'm responsible for, and one of them he listens to the ghetto ass radio station here in the Nasty Natty, and I swear to God, every song sounds to me, and I guess I'm getting old. Pook says we're middle aged, but it sounds same shit. Yeah, it sounds the same.
You're in denial. You're in denial about a lot of shit.
I am not in denial about a lot
of
shit. I'm in denial about
you are,
some
man.
shit. Some shit.
Man,
some
you're
shit.
in denial about some obvious stuff, man. Obvious stuff.
No, you're right. I think it sounds very much the same. It's the same patterns, the same beats.
Yeah. That's all right. Things will come around. Somebody's gonna come out and do something crazy, and shake the tree. That's just the way it is, man. I mean, God, think about like some of the '50s music. Okay. Think about that decade, it was, but think about what happened just into like the early 60s. Like music fundamentally changed forever at that point. Like you had the British invasion and rock and roll became a thing and Elvis Presley, I mean, the Beatles, the Who, I mean, so maybe we're on the precipice of that. We're down so low and shit is so that it's gonna bounce up and some people are coming with some crazy shit. Say some good things. Say some crazy things. It is what it is, man. I love it. I love this journey. The older I get, the more scared and cynical I become, but the more I love it too. So it is what it is. See, Pook, I did admit I'm getting older. See?
Yeah, I mean, that's not exactly what I'm talking about. You being in denial of entirely, but yeah. If you don't think you're middle aged, bro, you need to look at your ID and read the date on your ID.
I don't want to look at my ID, man. Like I can see myself, in the stream, and I can see that this used to be a thing. That was like my only gray hair on my body, and I had it since I grew the beard. It's a sign of you've been through trauma. Apparently, that's what it is. Anyways, but now it's coming in here. I have to shave my head every couple of weeks because the gray just starts fucking popping up. I get it. It's fine. It is what it is. I got a mortgage payment, car payment, 3 cats, a dog, 2 kids, wife.
Right.
You know?
Right. You're Al Bundy, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry.
Pretty much Al Bundy. It's all right. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. You know? No.
Yeah, well, at least you're not in denial about that, my man. At least you're not in
Right.
denial about that.
Emotional damage.
Just a real quick question.
Sure.
Just measure you up as okay. I believe it's Joseph Stalin said the quote would be, "You find me the man, and I'll find the crime." Meaning, he could use lawfare, right? That's the word they're using against anyone. You don't see any similarities. You don't think that's a conspiracy at all? You don't see any similarities between the Marxists of those days and the current new neo-Marxists that refuse to call themselves Marxists?
Yeah, I think they're
You don't-
everything.
you
They're
don't
everything
see
but
that-
the name that they should call themselves. Sure, but that man, dude, that's always been a battle. It's always been the battle. It's always been a battle. Since the idea was created, it's always been a battle, and
They've always gained ground. It seems like in my lifetime, anyway.
And then battles ebb and flow, bro. They ebb and flow. Sometimes they gain ground, and people react and backtrack. I mean, look at what's going on in Venezuela right now. They're on the brink of civil war.
Oh, that's what they want here. That's exactly what they want here. That's
I don't
what
think
they want.
so, man.
That's what
And here's the thing: I talked about it a couple of weeks ago on the bar. It's civil war. The people always.
All right.
I've been hearing this talk for like 8 years.
Okay.
And people think a civil war. They came out with that movie, which I haven't seen, and I don't have any intention of seeing unless it's like free. Maybe I'll check it out if I'm fucking.
I think it was
out of my
free.
mind. All right. Anyways,
It was on Netflix or something.
You're not gonna get North versus South civil war. What would happen? What could happen is something kind of like in Northern Ireland with the Troubles. Something like the Lead in Italy, something like the Red Brigade and stuff going on that happened in Germany. You're gonna have stuff like that, tit for tat, random shit. But here's the thing, Pook, and if you have these banker
Probably the
overlords,
feds doing it. It's probably the feds doing it, bro. If
fine,
that happens,
fine.
it's probably the feds doing it.
Here's
You
the
get it?
problem. Here's the problem.
When you say
thing
when you
these
say
people
they,
want to
you
do
say
is
they don't
Pook.
want.
Listen to me. The last thing
Can I
these
make
people
one
wanna do
point
is
before
lose
you move
money.
on?
Oh, let him talk.
Yes. The last thing these people want to do is lose money. And chaos does create opportunity, but it's bad for business, bro. It's very bad for business. When you can't predict the day-to-day, you unleash that shit, it's bad for business. It just is. So if you want to go conspiracy, I'm betting on the people that they might push you to the brink, but they'll never let it go beyond that because that's bad
What
for
about the people actually shorting our economy, like George Soros and people of that nature?
They've been doing it for fucking ever, bro.
And he's crashed economies other places.
Hey, Pook, you know where the first stock market crash happened? Do you know?
Where, sir? Where?
In the Netherlands. In the
Netherlands?
Netherlands. Do you know why? You know what it was over?
What was it over?
Tulip bulb fortunes. Yeah. So fucking dude, it's been happening forever. It's been happening forever. This struggle has been since man figured out that it was safer to group together and fight off the lions, tigers, bears, oh my, than it was to be loners. And you had to screw everything in sight because if you didn't, you were going to go away. You had to make as many babies as you could and teach those babies everything that you learned, how to evade the lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. And then all of a sudden you got more and more people together. And then somehow politics emerged because people want leaders. They want diffusion of responsibility. That's what democracy is. It's the fusion of responsibility. I don't want to deal with this day to day because I got to raise my kids. I got to go to work. I do all this other shit. I got to farm. I got to do all this. So I'm going to put you in charge because you seem to want to do it. So I'm going to send you to go do this so that I can do this. Story is time itself, man. This is old as time
itself.
Right.
So you just mentioned the words democracy. So do you think the people of this country, right? Do you think the people of this country, and I'll just let you talk. I'll give you more line. He's right. Just let you talk. I had a point I wanted to make about George Soros and the World
Go
Economic
ahead.
Forum. People that
George.
actually want to make, they want things a certain way, and it's not exactly the way you want them, or a true capitalist would want things.
Sure.
They really like China's model. They really do. That's a fact. And in order to do that, they're going to have to destroy America to usher that in. And part of that is all these UN treaties, letting all these migrants in. I mean, Barack Obama signed a migrant treaty. Now, Trump put that shit on pause and closed off the border. But I mean, you can look this up. I mean, this is not just stuff I'm making up. I mean, he also, in Obama's term, he also made it legal. I think it's the Smith-Mundt Act, but I could be mistaken. He voided that, and now you can propagandize the U.S. population. It's legal for a government to propagandize us. So I mean, when you're saying like you're like a frog stewing in a pot, telling me no, it's always been this temperature, bro. It's always been this temperature. No, they're turning the heat up.
You know what's funny about Americans? You know what's funny about Americans is we always think the sky is falling.
We sky ain't falling, bro. If everybody wakes up, we
always think the sky is falling. The world's gonna end today because we're Americans. We're so young. We're such a novel thing.
You want to talk about the world ending today, man? Keep pushing Putin past his breaking point. He says a world without Russia isn't a world living in, and I believe him, man. I believe he believes that.
I mean, maybe he does, but somebody's gonna put a bullet in the back of his head, dude. Somebody's gonna put a bullet in the back of his head.
All right, you're a freaking. You see the world through rose-colored glasses, my friend.
No, I don't. I understand it's a horrible fucking place, but I also understand that things aren't. You know, you got to take a look at why do you feel this way? Are you being manipulated? Who's behind it? What it is? And look, you want the honest God's truth about Ukraine? I'll give it to you. You know why we're there? Do you think it's about democracy? No.
Well, we're willing to fight till every last bit for Ukrainian. That's for sure.
Oh, we're not. But how many U.S.
How many U.S. all kinds of money from bankers to fund this shit.
How many U.S. soldiers have died in Ukraine? How many?
0.
All right, there you go. I'll throw billions at a fucking problem as long as not one of us goes and dies on that turf. But here's really what it is. It's one, you gotta play geopolitics. You're a big boy in the block. You got to play the game, right? You got to, you know. But
it's not what Smedley Butler told me.
Well, I know, and that's a good book, by the way. And I can't remember the name of it, but he wrote a good book about that shit.
War's a racket.
War's a racket, absolutely. And to my point, this is why we're back in Ukraine, because they're sitting at about $12 trillion worth of fucking rare earth minerals and other shit that we need. That's why. It's okay. It's okay. Everything doesn't have to be altruistic. Nothing actually ever in the history of the fucking planet, except maybe Jesus Christ, Muhammad, and a couple of other guys, or whoever you want to worship, anything has ever been altruistic. It's always been a motive behind it. It's always been, I do this for you, I get this out of it. Fine. Fucking okay. I'm too old, too cynical, too tired to give a fuck about noble pursuits, and I'll hold to my core principles, and that's it. And that's me and my family. Me and my family. I mean, that means you guys, but that as well. But that's it. I fucking don't have enough time. Don't have enough energy to worry about every fucking thing that's happening in the fucking world. I don't.
We're not talking about the world. We're talking about the United States of America, and the fact that these people have absolutely no loyalty to it, and there's conspiracies, and there's many conspirators.
Do you think Caesar had loyalty to Rome, or just Caesar? I'm pretty sure it was just him. He just had loyalty to him and his boys. All right. So you want to go back further? How about Athens and Sparta? And you want to talk about Peloponnesian Wars? Do you think they had any noble fucking honest God pursuits? That's what they said, but that wasn't what that really was behind their motives. Their motives was power and money and land, pussy.
All right, so
pretty much everything.
You're getting really getting really sidetracked, bro, because we're talking about what's happening now here in America, bro. And yeah, has there been freaking corrupt tyrannies throughout the world and throughout history? Yeah, well, we're trying to keep that from happening here in America. And you're one of the little men, and you got to stand up, and all the little men got to stand up. And but I'm pretty tired. I really, part of the reason that I didn't really prepare for this the way I wanted to, and bring the white papers and bring websites that you could go on, and of their own websites, by the way, and things of that nature, is because it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter what you tell people. Like I got a sister and a brother-in-law, and if I had a gun to my head, I bet you they vote for Kamala, and they're college educated.
Yeah,
And they read what they read in the New York Times, and they believe it. And that's too many of us, man. It's at the point where it's willful ignorance. I'm ready to throw my hands up in the air, bro, and just not even talk about the stupid shit, and talk about fantasy football, and just put my blinders on, because it's ridiculous to sit here and argue with things that I know to be true. Like, if we lived in a true democracy, you don't think the people in Hawaii would have got help from the fire? Let alone the fact that I think the fire was intentional.
They just got a settlement.
They had to go to court to win that.
No,
they had to go to court to win that. Yes,
all right,
they had to go. They had to get lawyers and go to court to win that.
Which is bullshit. But hold on, I got to take a break.
Complete and total bullshit.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
All right.
I got to take a break. You got 7:10. I'll be back. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette because I can't smoke inside.
Yeah, you go have a cigarette. You're getting stressed out, bro.
I am getting stressed out. Why is that? I love you too, man. You're my boy.
Because we're a little bit on the opposing side of things, and
yeah, that's all right though.
But
here's the cool thing though. I love you. You're my boy. We can talk about this shit, right? We can talk about it. We're not going to blows. We're not forming shield walls and going at each other.
Yeah,
we're talking. And at the end of the day, we both want the same thing, right?
But the frustration is, I feel like I'm wasting my breath, and you're not going to agree with me until you're taking pot shots at UN soldiers that are occupying us. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much where I stand on.
I'll be right there with you if that ever comes to it. You know that. All right, I'll be right back. All right, you guys don't burn the house down.
710, what's up, man? I missed your introduction because I was having some technical difficulties. What's the branch of service that you served in?
What's that?
What's the branch of service you served in, 710?
Oh, actually, I'm a civilian, actually.
Oh, right on, man. Well, we love Patriots here anyway, man.
Yeah.
Good to hear from you.
Yeah. So how you doing?
Good. I'm doing well. I'm here in Arizona. It's really hot. I tried to set up outside. I was having a lot of fun out there because I had everything I wanted set up. I had all different kinds of stuff to smoke. I love to smoke stuff. I had some beers out there and stuff. I had everything I needed, and my phone just overheated. It was a little warm, but it's a dry heat out here. I got a little mister and whatnot, and a fan. It wasn't that bad really for me, but my phone called it quits. So.
Right. Yeah, we're just dealing with a little bit of rain, humid
Where
weather.
you at?
Where
you at?
Michigan.
Michigan. Okay, I grew up in Michigan City, Indiana, my man.
Yeah.
What part of Michigan you at?
We're headed towards Jackson. Concord. I'm sorry. We just passed Jackson.
That's inland, huh? That's inland from the lake, huh?
Yeah.
That's east of the lake. Okay. All right. I think I know somewhere where you're at. Right on. I spent some time up in Michigan. I had a girlfriend up there at one time, and I also had a grandmother. Used to love to go to Holland for whatever reason. She loved to go to Holland, Michigan. There's like little stores there or something, like little cottage shops or something. But,
right on.
Yeah, I spent some time up there in Michigan. So that's where you're from?
No, I'm actually from Ohio. My girlfriend is from Michigan.
Oh my God, you got a civil war on your hands. You're talking about civil war. You got a civil war on your hands right there, man. Ohio versus Michigan, right? That's for real. That's a real rivalry. That's not a joke, is it?
No, it's definitely.
They literally fought a war back in the 1800s, I believe, right? They fought a war over this.
I'm pretty sure they nearly did. I think
they did. I think it went to guns. I don't know how long it lasted, but I think some people actually got their lives ended during that little small conflict. as the two territories went to war with one another. Yeah, and to this day, man, you talk about Ohio State and the Big House. You Ohio State fan?
Yes.
Yeah. How much do you hate the Wolverines?
It's not that I
Or do
have
you?
I just have a general dislike. You know, I mean, you got to be friendly, especially when you know, your significant other's on the other side.
Yeah, man, I can imagine. I can imagine. Right? I mean, I get it because my dad was a Sox fan. I was a Cubs fan, you know. So
Oh
he
man.
even took me to Sox games, which I didn't exactly go kicking and screaming. I was going to see some Major League Baseball, but Sox actually had a real good team at the time. But my granddad I used to watch the games with my granddad on TV. It was on WGN before the Sox were used to be on cable before anyone even had cable. So you know
Yeah.
that's how you became a Cubby fan back in the old days.
Mhm.
WGN, it was all on. It was all on. Same way all they got all these Atlanta fans. PBS,
Yeah.
Superstation,
What's that?
Superstation. Those
Okay.
back in the day. I don't know how old you are. How old are you? 7'10"?
34 years old.
34. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you grew up. You grew up with cable, for sure.
Yes, sir.
For
Yep.
sure. We used to have to like tune the rabbit ears in when I was a little kid though. For that, I was a real little kid. Everyone eventually got cable. Everybody.
I mean, I
Everybody.
remember
Once.
fiddling around for a little while. So I'm not sure if
All
that.
right, I'm back.
Oh wait.
Now we're just reminiscing about the good old days when you had to tune the rabbit ears in to watch your favorite station, and how the Sox were on growing up in Northwest Indiana, the Sox were on cable and you couldn't watch the Sox, and you could watch the Cubs though, WGN
Yeah,
always,
baby.
you know, yeah. So that's how you become a Cubs fan. I was telling him how my dad was a Sox fan, taking me to games.
Benoit Bowles says, "Congrats, Pook, on your son's PS graduation."
Right on. Right on.
Did he
Thank you, sir.
graduate Parasite or did he graduate MCRD?
No. I'm MCRD, man. I'm a Hollywood Marine as well.
Yeah,
You're a
baby.
Hollywood Marine. That's the only way to go, man. Screw Stan, please, man. We're good, man.
Yeah,
We're
I
good.
agree.
I couldn't
You know, you
imagine.
can always
I couldn't
spot those
imagine a more
guys.
stressful environment. They got freaking pockmarks all over.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit,
you
dude.
can always spot him with the pot marks. Yeah, you could tell where a boot was from just by looking at his arms. You can see the marks from the fucking sand flea bites. Fuck that shit.
Fuck that.
No.
Hey, when I was out there during the graduation, man, we all went to Coronado. We
Yeah.
all went to Coronado, right? And we went to the beach. I stepped on a freaking stingray, bro.
Fuck off.
Nah, I mean you can probably see the wound maybe still. I don't know if you can.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. I got stepped on a freaking stingray, bro. I'm never going back to that beach ever again. I'm never going back to that beach. There's no chance to me ever going back to that beach. So check it out. So I get out of the water and I'm hobbling, and I have my suspicions it was a stingray, right?
Yeah.
I knew, like, I've been around the ocean a bit. I never been
Yeah.
stung. I never seen anyone get stung, but I mean, what's gonna be in the shallow? What's gonna freaking poke a hole in your foot? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Stingray.
So, right? Because at first I thought something bit me. That's why I said to my sister, I was like, Forrest Gump, something bit me. And I'm like, I got the boogie board. I'm running out of the water. Something bit me. Right? I'm like a big ass dork. So I get to the shore and I'm hobbling around on my foot.
Well,
And
you
right
are a
away,
big ass
somebody's,
dork, but you know, that's all right.
bro.
I love you, man. I love you. Come on.
That's what you say, bro. That's not what the ladies say, bro. That's
what what do ladies
you say, bro. Oh man. I don't kiss and tell. You know what I'm saying? The Pook don't kiss and tell, baby boy. So anyway, so I'm hobbling around and this guy comes walking up to me and he says, "Hey Pook," he says, "Hey, you got bit by a stingray because that little girl just got bit by the stingray over there at that lifeguard station." And they said, what you got to do is you got to put your foot in hot water and it'll soothe the pain and it'll draw out the venom.
Right.
And so I listened, right, and my kid just got out of boot camp. You know, he's like running first aid, man. Like start the breathing, stop the breathing, whatever, man. How's it go?
Yeah,
Stop the breathing, stop the bleeding,
stop the bleeding. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's going into action, right? So he's working on my foot. He already put a Band-Aid. He already dressed it, put a Band-Aid on it. So, but they're like, no, you got to put it in hot water. So in the meantime, they're warming up some hot water on the grill. and I go ahead, I soak my foot, and it feels like more than a bee sting, more than a bee sting. Like if it ain't like killing me, man. It's like because I was kind of rolling my eyes because everyone's coming to my aid and shit, and it's kind of like a joke. It feels like a joke at this point. So I soak my foot like everyone tells me to, and maybe like 90 minutes, just like they said, like 90 minutes later, 2 hours later, you're fine. You're walking on your foot. You don't even you
Sure.
barely feel the bite. It just feels like a little bug bite. So I'm talking to this other guy whose brother got stung in Coronado. Same thing happened to him, but he didn't. He was told to soak his foot. He didn't soak his foot. He got freaking violently ill.
Oh
Started
yeah.
throwing up all over the place. Had a fever. Freaking sick as hell. Never been sicker, bro. So like, I'm glad that like I thought it was a bit much when they were doing it, but I'm so happy they did it. I'm so
Yeah.
happy they
Hell
did it
yeah.
because it's
You know
yeah,
what's
man.
funny? You want a weird fact about stingrays?
Let me hear it.
You
They're
know
my
what they
nemesis now.
you know what they love? Chicken hot dogs.
Oh yeah.
No, so I go.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
in the Bahamas. I'm in the Bahamas. We go to this place called Pig Island, right? And it's this couple little dotted islands that are full of pigs. And I guess they were dropped off back way back in the day by some Spanish, colonial motherfuckers, and they just fucking. However, somehow they've just managed to live there. And when you feed them, of course, you can't, take pork hot dogs because that'd be fucked up. So you take chicken hot dogs, and when you do, they fucking know the rays know the boats are there. They see the boats, they come up, and they will fucking maul you ish for fucking chicken hot dogs, and it's fucking hilarious. It's very
I'm
funny.
I'm telling you, half the time when I think I got a halibut on the line, it's a goddamn bat ray. They love freaking they love the junk on the bottom of the freaking sea is right, man.
Yep. Yeah, they
They
do.
bite on squid, they bite on anything. Like any bait that I've ever used, they've bit on, man. Like so I can imagine they go nuts for hot dogs. I
Oh
imagine I
yeah,
could
they do.
catch them
It's
all day long.
insane. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not that you want
Sure.
to catch stinger. I'm not Filipino.
They're
I don't
not
want to
good.
I don't
There's not much to eat from them. There's
well,
really not. They're kind of
I'm not
shit.
Filipino. I'm not
Well,
Filipino. I'm not eating
we'll
the
have to ask
stingray.
T about that. When he gets
No,
back.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I didn't catch it. My ex father-in-law did. He caught. You can't even see how big this thing is. I can't even hold my hands out that far. I
Yeah.
can't hold my on. You can't see how big it was. A giant. He caught a giant, and I took some pliers. We never gaffed it and put it on the boat because I wouldn't know what to do with that damn thing. Somebody told me they're worth a lot of money. You can make belts out of them, holsters, boots, shit like that. It was big enough you could have made a coat out of it. The damn thing was so damn big. And
Jesus.
yeah, I the thing's tail was whipping around like you can't freaking believe. I felt like Steve Irwin, bro. And I freaking reached down. I reached down in the water with my pliers and I freaking unhooked him and he swam away, man. But we didn't even try to get him on the damn boat, man. That tail's enough not to even want him on the boat. You'd have to probably shoot him, Clint. You have to do a freaking Gator Hunters. Remember the Gator Hunter show? Remember
Oh
that?
yeah.
Shoot him, Clint. Yeah, you'd have to freaking probably shoot him or stab him in the head or something with a knife before you bring him on board. I don't know. Maybe an experienced stingray hunter can tell me how they get him in the boat. But
Good luck finding one of those. Chris Norwell asked, when is the draft mini? Probably going to be next Sunday. I will set it up sometime this week. But yeah, it'll probably be during Sport Church next Sunday.
goddamn, Minnie, you're fucking me up so bad with this because normally I make all my mistakes in your draft. And then I go and I already got one draft under my belt, and then I go back, I do some more studying, and then I normally have good drafts in my other drafts that are money leagues, and now the first freaking draft I'm going to have is going to be for a freaking $300 league that every transaction you make's $10, so it matters, man. It can
Oh
add up
yeah.
really quick. So that's going to be an auction draft. That is this Wednesday. And I don't have your draft to prepare for it. I don't have a real draft against real fan. I just got the mock drafts. The mock drafts aren't the same. People don't do things the same way.
No.
You can click on expert level all you want. They're not gonna stretch out the way they stretch out on game day for players they want. They're just not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it in their drafts. They're gonna draft conservatively and I know that when I go to this when I go to this draft on Wednesday, I'm going to get freaking punched in the mouth, you know. And so I gotta
If you
have
think
a
that
back.
going in, you probably are going to get punched in the mouth.
No, I am going to get punched in the mouth, but I got to
be
have a.
optimistic, Bubba.
It's a guarantee. Listen, it's a guarantee I'm going to get punched in the mouth, but I need to have a backup plan and my backup plan and my backup plan. And when I get punched in my mouth, hopefully I don't get knocked out.
There
you know
you
what
go.
I'm saying?
There you
So
go.
but I definitely am going to get punched in the mouth. I guarantee it. There's going to be players that I thought I could get cheap. I'm not going to get cheap. There's going to be people that I really like that they're just going to go earlier than what I want them to. Things ain't going to shake out the way that I want them to. They never seem to, you know. So that's what. So if you wanted to talk some draft talk, man, I can talk some draft talk because I'm preparing right now. I've been doing mock drafts. I've been studying. I got some players lined up. I really don't even care if I blow some of my strategy for our league. Our league's for fun and bragging rights. You've kicked my ass many times, but I've actually won that league a few times. If you don't remember, it's been a while.
I do. You
A couple
remember?
times
I
I
remember
have won the league.
you won one. Yeah, I remember that.
Couple. I won a couple, but that was a long time ago. So you know, Mike Dick has said the past is for cowards and losers. So we won't talk about 1985. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. No worries, man. All right.
Are you scared of the Bears?
Am I scared of the Bears? Absolutely
Are you scared
not.
of the Bears at all?
No.
You're not? You're not scared of that wide receiving core and that new quarterback they got, man? He's not
the
scary.
30 you've had in the last 10 years? No, not worried about the Bears. Worried about the Lions. Worried about the Lions.
You're not scared of him setting records as a rookie, as a Bears quarterback? You're not worried about that?
No.
Nah?
No,
you know, I ordered his jersey already. I ordered his jersey.
Why did you order a player jersey? Why?
Well, I work for a living. I wish I did. If I was a little bit smarter, you know, at the time I didn't know how smart it would have been. I just thought I'd be taking a shot. But I used to, you know, I used to listen to these conspiracy theory radio shows and shit like that. Not just Alex Jones, but other ones. George Norrie, Art Bell when Art Bell was around. You know, different ones. And it started out as entertainment till I watched it happen that they said was going to happen, and it's incredible to me. But one of the things they talk about, and this is like 08, 09, was Bitcoin. And I always talked about freaking buying Bitcoin, and I didn't do it. And it reached a point where Bitcoin was like at $100, $200, $300 a coin. And I'm like, shit, I missed the boat on that one. I could have got it at $3 a coin. Oh my God, if I just would have took a shot when it was at 300 even. You know what I mean? But I was talking about buying it when it was 3. So like, I'm not independently wealthy here, Minnie. I do have to work for a living. So at my job on Thursdays and Saturdays, I'm sorry, Thursdays, Sundays, and Mondays, NFL days, you're allowed to wear your choice. We have a sports book as well, so I'm sure it's to help promote the sports book.
Yeah.
You're allowed to wear your jersey of your choice. Well, I got a Mike Ditka jersey. I wear that often. I got a Phillip Rivers jersey. I wear that often. I got some other hand-me-down jerseys from other teams. I really never wear those because I don't really want to be repping something that I'm not. Like I got like a Raiders jersey in my closet. I ain't even wearing a Raiders jersey. Not unless it's Bo Jackson, bro. I'll wear a Bo Jackson.
That's
Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson's the greatest. I ought to order one. That ought to be the only Raiders jersey I ever wear.
Yeah, you know, I would
athlete of our time.
The one jersey I'd rock besides the Cubs jersey, which I always have my number 21. And for those people who know a lot about sports, that's a very good number to have. But would be a Bo
Sammy
Jackson.
Sosa.
Would be Roberto Clemente.
Sammy Sosa.
And Sammy Sosa.
Sammy Sosa.
Deion Sanders had it, I believe, at 1.2.
Sammy Sosa.
But
you can tell who the Cubby fan is. Sammy Sosa.
But I would rock a light blue Royals, Kansas City Royals, Bo Jackson jersey for sure, because I think that's one of the best uniforms in baseball.
Dude's sick, man.
Royals jersey, yeah. Bo Jackson was a fucking maniac. Yeah, he was awesome. Hey, you want to do some memes?
Sure, let's do some memes, my man.
Let's do some memes. We'll start with one of Dean's first. Exclusive photo of Mr. Miyagi celebrating after the All Valley Karate Championship in 1984. Hey, get some, dude. Get some. Eats tour of Italy at Olive Garden, has flashbacks. Oh, Tim, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, Mr. Walls. Say it ain't so. Oh, he has a climate change sticker on his car. We will be in a fancy sale. Oh. Oh boy. Okay. We come in peace. Wrong finger. Peace sign uses 2 fingers. Still wrong sign, but that's all right. It's all right. Pook, do you think we've been visited? Do you think they're aliens?
It used to be a really, really quick answer for me back in the
Mhm.
day when I used to listen to the Art Bell show and things of that nature, and you talk about like the Rendlesham Forest, what happened at Rendlesham Forest. I don't know if you're familiar with that. You talk about
Mhm.
Rendlesham Forest and stuff like that. Um, these people in Rendlesham Forest, they literally put their reputations. We're talking about lieutenant colonels, people of that nature, people well respected. They put their reputation on the line, and you know how much that means to a military man.
Yep.
They put many of them did in that case, and I don't know, I don't know what we're dealing with. I don't know if we're dealing with interdimensional beings. I don't know if we're dealing. I'm serious. I don't know if we're
All right.
dealing with. I don't know if we're dealing with. I mean, have you ever done DMT, bro?
No.
Have you ever done salvia, devil norm,
No.
bro? I'll
I
tell you
haven't
what.
I haven't done
There's maybe you
any
should. There's something else out there.
haven't
There's
done
something else out there,
allegedly.
bro.
Oh
I
no,
mean, the
no,
way you
actually I
scoffed at
agree.
the international, the way you scoffed at the interdimensional beings, that's something else, man. That's some hubris, bro. That is some incredible
No,
hubris.
no, it's fine. No,
Incredible.
like I can't, I'll push back, but I can't say no because I don't know. I don't know.
All right, so
And
I'm think.
I haven't done that level of hallucinogenics yet. However, I would like to a couple of things I would like to try. I would like to try DMT because I hear it's a very quick, very powerful. Quick being it hits you then it's gone. It's over. I wouldn't mind trying ayahuasca for a whole host of reasons. One, my fucking crippling anxiety bullshit, my fucking depression, all the traumatic shit in my life. Like I think that would like open up avenues for my brain to like unfuck that shit. So I'm okay with that. And if people say they've seen things and heard things or talked to people or pixies are apparently a big thing when you do DMT. Okay, fine. I don't know. Yes, you had that experience. I cannot tell you you didn't.
I never
You know,
broke through on DMT. I've never broke through on DMT, but I've seen all kinds of crazy shit on DMT. I've seen like geometric shapes and all kinds of stuff that's going on all around us that we normally can't see. For sure,
sure. And I
for
think
sure.
I think there's a lot to that we are our brains are very much especially not well they used to be maybe not so more now but are very hardwired to shelter food and fuck that's a brain that's its job shelter food and fuck that's what you're supposed to do and so along the way you miss something there's that I was talking about this at work the other day actually because I work with a very cool guy who's a very hippie dude and I love him to death because he's kind of like the counterpoint to me and my boss. He's the hippie guy and we're the veterans and everything but we were talking about the stone ape theory. You've heard about that, right? Like
Yeah, I watched Joe Rogan not as much as I used to because I was getting weird. I felt like I knew all of his friends, like they were friends of mine. It was like a real weird thing. And then not only that, the guy repeats himself over and over again. He's like a broken record. I could write a book about his philosophy probably. But Joe Rogan's great. I love Joe Rogan. I
yeah
love
I
what
do
Joe
too.
Rogan's done for the sport of MMA. I love what Joe Rogan's done with his podcast. I was watching it in the early days when it was really bad,
Yeah.
and it was kind of our thing, and it's gotten really big. And I do tune in once in a while still,
Yeah,
but
I
I
do too.
mean,
I'm particular about like I'll scroll, which is kind of it's funny because a lot of the podcasts that I've watched from him, it's like all right, fucking it's baseball off season. I got an extra 2 hours. This person seems interesting, maybe, and I have a great time watching it. But
no,
I
I
do
mean, Joe
like
Rogan's introduced me to David Goggins. He's introduced me to freaking
yeah,
Jordan Peterson. He's
yeah,
introduced me to so many ideas that were foreign to me, but now are a part of who I am, man. Joe Rogan's a part of who I am. I love Joe Rogan, man.
Yeah.
I went and seen him live, and I like the guy. I don't really care for his comedy nearly as much as I do him a person, and that's no knock on
Yeah,
him. That's no
that's
knock
cool.
on him at all, man, because he sells out stadiums, bro. And
But
there's a lot of
yeah,
people who love his comedy,
yeah,
and
I do
I
too. I do love his comedy. And
I
here's the
love
thing,
what he.
Pook. My 50th
I'm
birthday, we're going to Austin. Okay.
okay.
We're gonna go to Austin. We're gonna
When's your
party up
birthday? I
to
hope it's not a southern month.
no, no,
I
no.
mean,
My
a
50th
summer month.
birthday. My 50th birthday.
I hope it's not a summer month.
No, it's December.
Okay, good, good. I didn't know when your birthday was, bro. I don't. You remember what month my birthday is?
September.
No, no, you
Okay.
don't remember. No, so there you go. We're even. But yeah,
We're
I just don't. I just want to have the money to have a fun time because, like
Oh
right
yeah,
now, man.
we're gonna blow it out, man. We're gonna blow
Right
it out.
now things are a little slow right now.
No, I feel you. I feel you. Moving on. Fame will come to you only after you succeed. Where can I find Mr. C? Oh, oh, oh. See, if you don't know history on her, you won't get that joke. But if you
Oh,
do,
bro, we never finished talking about what I thought the aliens might be, man. And you
oh,
moved on
okay.
me.
All right, all right, all
It
right.
might
Well,
just be.
wrap it up.
It might just be the Pentagon, bro.
It
Fake
might
alien
be.
invasion. Fake alien invasion. All the way around.
You're
All right,
talking about
go
like
ahead.
you're
I'm
thinking
talking
like
about fake.
you-
All fake. All fake. All the government. Maybe.
maybe right. Yeah, you're thinking
Maybe.
misdirection. Is that what you're going with?
Maybe.
Misdirection? Yeah, maybe,
Maybe.
maybe,
Maybe.
maybe.
Maybe these are species of people, or not people, entities, whatever, that live among us, but only 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 are visible when we want them. See, there's so much of the ocean we can't even get down. It takes submersibles to get down. There's so much of the ocean that's unexplored, man. And they say that these vehicles come out of the water as well. So if they come out of the water, these people might live, 100,000 leagues underneath the sea or whatever. Who
There
knows
you
what's
go.
going on with what's going on. I can't. There's something going on, and it might just be our government playing tricks on us, like they've always have since the JFK assassination. Sir, if you want to deny that, go ahead. But anyway,
No, 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 no.
look, we can move on to the memes.
You're fine. You're fine. First Liberty call after 45 half pay times 2. Ooh.
I
We're
can't
Article
see that.
we're
What is
Article 50.
that?
It's Andre the Giant with a bunch of people playing off him.
Oh, I thought it was a. You know what? I couldn't see it because I'm on my phone. I'm outside. I'm back outside. I'm only coming out here to smoke. I'm going back in. I'm not gonna let the phone die on us again. Um, I thought that was a transgender getting felt up, man. I couldn't see it. Now
Ah,
I
no, that's
blew it up.
Andre
I
the
see.
Giant,
Yeah,
bro.
I was like, oh my god. I go, what is this? MCT? What's going on here?
When you hit your 50s, you can only rock and roll some nights and party every third day. Yeah. The undeserving maintain power by promoting hysteria. What do you think about that, Pook?
I'm not hysterical, bro. I'm just
I'm
seeing things
just
for what they
saying.
are, bro. I mean, you might, if you believed my nonsense, what you think is nonsense, right? You might get hysterical. I'm past that point. I'm past that point. I'm like, what do we do about this? And what do we do about this as a little man? I'm frustrated as a little man. What do I do about this? And I talked about starting the show and talking about all this nonsense and bringing Dupree on and talking about it. And I kind of shuffled my feet on that, and I never did it. And I don't even know if I want to do it because it's very difficult when you got these people deserve communism, man. They deserve what they get, man. I mean, if you're gonna let them pull the wool over your eyes like this, shit, what the fuck, man? What can I do for it?
I hear you. Someone's grandma. True story. I mean, true story. Yeah, that was, nice car, by the way, too. GTX.
What happened to
Very.
710?
They're coming back. They're just,
Oh, right on.
transitioning, giggity or something. No, they just going from the car to the house and get set up. So no worries. After this week, I really need to get taken out on a date or by a sniper. Either one is fine with me at this point. It's for you, Poop.
I got a lady, bro. I got a lady now. I got a lady. I'm good, man. I don't need a date. I'm good. And besides that, I had the cheat code anyway. Not. I mean, don't get me wrong, bro. Let me tell you something.
Sorry, Michelle, but
Let me tell you something. This is for anybody out there, any American male. It's for any American male. Whether Minnie wants to believe it or not, I've been a playboy in the U.S. and I've been a playboy over in the Philippines. Way easier to be a playboy in the Philippines. Way easier. It's like, okay, all right. If you're a halibut fisherman, you like halibut. You
Yes.
go fishing for halibut in, let's say, San Diego Bay.
Mhm.
Well, any time of year you could get lucky, you could catch a keeper halibut. It could happen. All right, you go to Alaska, you're going to catch your limit. I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I got the cheat code, so I'm not. But I got a lady. She's from the U.S. I live with her. I don't have any kind of angst to do any of that crazy nonsense. I don't need a date. I don't need a sniper either. I don't need either one. I don't need a
I don't need
sniper
one either.
or a date Maybe a date with my lady. A date with my lady would be nice. But
Yes, dates
go
with
on,
the
go on,
ladies are
man.
always nice. Oh.
What's that meme say? I can't. I'm on my phone. It's very small print. I'm very old.
It's after this week, I really need to get taken out on a date. Or by a sniper,
I thought you were laughing at a goddamn new meme, man. Shit.
No,
What the hell?
I'm working on it, man.
What the hell, bro?
Here's the new meme. This one's for you too, Pook.
I gotta blow it up.
No world order in most of society.
Yeah, that's you, Minnie. Whether you want to believe or not, you're like still believing you're still like with the DNR shit. You're still like with the Democrats and the Republicans, man. I mean, these guys mean us some harm, man. They are definitely meaning us some harm. But go on.
My burger needs to calm the fuck down. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. I'm not old. When you were born, the Dead Sea was just sick. Ooh. All right. Keep your fancy wedding cake. I'm having a Viking meat ship. There you go, Pook. You get married to your lady, you gotta do a Viking meat ship.
Yeah, I don't know if she's Vietnamese, bro. I like meat on the stick. It's fine. Whatever she wants.
Hell yeah,
I mean,
meat
go
on the
along
stick
to
is
get
great.
along, bro.
Meat and stick is great.
That ain't gonna be my battle to fight. Yeah. I might bring it up. If I brought it up, she'd probably do it too, but she probably wants, what she wants. So let her have what she wants.
Oh man. I hope you do. I hope you marry that lady though, because I need.
Well, I'm still married to Alice, my man. We gotta figure out.
Yeah, you gotta unfuck that.
Just 4 years, but I mean, how can you when you can't agree on a property split? We're just gonna probably have to go to court, which is not something for the bar, bro. Let's talk about some other shit, bro.
There's nothing noble in being superior to your fellow man. True nobility is being superior to your former self. Ernest Hemingway. I love it. Hey, Pook, you want to hear the life and history of Ernest Hemingway in 2.5 minutes?
Sure.
All right, hold on a second. I'll pull it up. It is fucking hilarious. You'll get a dig. And this guy I've been dinged for playing this. But it's supposed to be 2.5 minutes or 3.5 minutes. Okay, where is it? Damn it. Ernest Hemingway. Hold on, let me try it this way. I'll find it. It's worth it. Trust me. Ernest Hemingway in 2.5 minutes. Let's see. That comes up. All right. We'll have to settle for 3.5 minutes. All right. All right, here we go. It's Australian comedian. And this is the life of Ernest Hemingway. And apparently now it's 3.5. I thought it was 2.5 minutes, but you're going to love it. He was quite the character and a whole bunch of shit I didn't know about him. Here we go.
All of your living memories, I now am proud to present to you the life and times of Ernest Miller Hemingway in approximately 3.5 minutes. Go! Born in Chicago in 1899, son of a physician and a musician, reasonably uneventful childhood, decided to study journalism. Enlisted with the Red Cross during World War I, got blown up in Milan and spent 6 months in hospital with severe shrapnel wounds in both legs. Fell in love with a nurse, they decided to get married. He came home to prepare, she stayed there and ditched him for an Italian soldier, which initiated a lifelong pattern of him rejecting women before they had a chance to reject him. Take note, Maddie. Got a job as a foreign correspondent, fell in love with his roommate's sister, married her, and moved to Paris. They hung out with Gertrude Stein. They kicked it with Pablo Picasso. He started writing in earnest, no pun intended, moved to Toronto, had a kid, moved back to Paris, published a couple of books, cheated on his wife, got divorced, married the other woman, converted to Catholicism, cut his head open after pulling on a cord thinking he was flushing a toilet and instead ripped a skylight from the roof and smashed it onto his face. Moved to Kansas City, had another kid. His dad committed suicide. He shot a lot of bears for some reason. Had a car accident, had another kid, went to Africa to kill some wild animals and got dysentery. Karma. Published another book, moved to Cuba, shot himself in the leg whilst aiming at a shark. Cheated on his wife, got divorced, married the other woman, published For Whom the Bell Tolls,
Great
sold
book.
500,000 copies in a couple of months and got nominated for a Pulitzer Prize. Cheated on his wife, got divorced, married the other woman, became the self-appointed leader of a band of village militia outside of Paris, and was subsequently brought up on charges for contravening the Geneva Convention and got away with it like a fucking champion. Got pneumonia, back to Cuba, and spent most of his spare time on his boat tracking Nazi U-boats with a machine gun and a pile of hand grenades. I am not making this shit up. Had a few more car accidents, 3 more concussions, got clawed while playing with a lion. Got depressed, drank, got fat, published a couple more books, went back to Africa to shoot some more wild animals, and barely survived 2 separate plane crashes in the space of 24 hours, winding up with a fractured skull, internal bleeding, cracked spine, ruptured liver, first-degree burns, and a paralyzed sphincter muscle. Come on! Won a Nobel Prize, had a file opened on him by J. Edgar Hoover, left a bunch of shit in a safe in Cuba, and moved to Idaho, paranoid that the feds were following him, which they were because he spent most of the 1940s working for the KGB. Again, not making this shit up. Suffered from hepatitis, nephritis, hypertension, hemochromatosis, anemia, and impotence. Karma. Got committed, received way too much electroconvulsive therapy and came out all fucked up, started hinting at suicide, so immediately got recommitted, received another couple of months worth of electroconvulsive therapy, got released, put both barrels of his favorite 12-gauge shotgun into his mouth, and blew his fucking head off.
Whoa.
What a god!
Interesting life, man. I don't know shit, man. That's how that other guy murdered himself too. That Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas guy, Hunter Thompson.
Hunter Thompson, yep, same way. Guess who one of his heroes was?
That guy.
Ernest Hemingway. Yeah. And if you get a chance, like you should read anything that Ernest Hemingway wrote. I mean, Old Man the Sea. You want to talk about like the struggle and not coming on top no matter how hard you fight. That's Old Man the Sea. For Whom the Bell Tolls. I mean, what a fucking book. Anything Hemingway wrote is great. Steinbeck also. They, love all those guys. Chris Benoit says, "Hi, Blue." Dean says he fished, he drank, he bred cats, he wrote shit down the end. All right. Back to the memes, though. We gotta get through these memes.
Back to the memes.
Waiting for some stranger to ride because my wife decided to risk my life by selling her toaster on Facebook Marketplace for $4. Yeah. I love you, Michelle, but yeah, that's you. You do that a lot. It's weird.
So you got them Craigslist killers, huh? I guess, right?
That's what this
is referencing.
Yeah.
How common is that? Because I've sold shit on, like, I sold some lawn chairs and different shit, like OfferUp or whatever. How often does something like that happen, man?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I remember when I was living in Chicago and I was living Lincoln Park, and
that's a nice neighborhood.
It's
a nice neighborhood. Yeah, it's a nice. Well, for Chicago, it's a very nice neighborhood. Sir.
Yeah.
There's got some very rough neighborhoods.
It was right on the edge. Like it was right on the edge. Like 2 blocks away, it was a war zone. We're right there.
Well, of course, man. But you lived in a nice neighborhood, like Lincoln Park.
I lived in a basement apartment.
My uncle lived in Lincoln Park. Uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
my
was-
uncle wasn't rich either. I'm just saying it's a nice neighborhood. It's a nice
Yeah.
neighborhood in Chicago.
It was close to Wrigley Field, so that was the main selling point of why I decided to take a basement apartment on, because I wasn't there very often anyways. I was either working or at school,
Wrigley Field.
or at Wrigley Field. Yeah. This could be a photo from anywhere, but deep down we all know it's Florida. Florida man's a thing. It's a real thing, people. Just saying. Might quit my job so I can focus on my dog. I'll put that one up for Blue. Yeah, I wish I could. I wish I could.
Fucking would. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I just hang out with Carl in the backyard all day instead of going to work. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
I hung out with the dogs all day before I joined this. And the dog, I got one of them right here.
Let's see him. Let's see that puppy.
See the puppy?
Yeah, let's see
Mr.
the puppy.
Gunther. I call him Mr. Cinnamon Pants. He's always wearing his cinnamon pants. He's so cute.
He's a pity.
Mr. Gunther. Yeah, Mr. Gunther. That's Mr. Gunther. He's always with me. You know how pits are. I got a Rottweiler too, but she's doing her own thing, man. You know how Rottweilers are.
Minnie, you guys still have a meme page? No, not really, except for the bar, and not very active on it right now because fucking reasons. But I would do anything for love. Stop drinking beer, but I won't do that. Yeah. Not gonna stop drinking beer. If alcohol could damage your short-term memory, imagine the damage alcohol can do. That's a shot right there. That's just saying. The kangaroo kid. Ooh. Oh, man. Probably the best thing that happened in the Olympics. Breakdancing chick from Australia who I secretly think was just trolling, but I don't know.
No, I think it was a troll for sure. Like you see these real break dancers and they're snapping and popping and what they do is real talent.
Pirates are just tropical goths. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of glad dinosaurs extinct because I'm pretty sure I tried to buy one after a few drinks.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I would definitely try and ride it. Yeah, for sure. For sure. But come on, how fun would it be to ride a velociraptor? It'd be awesome. Come on. Journalism is printing what somebody else doesn't want printed. Everything else is public relations. For you, Pook. Which is true, man. It's true. Journalism is printing what somebody else doesn't want printed. Everything else is public relations. Agreed. 100%. This is Stormy, the newest member of. This is just a fucking heart meme. This is Stormy, the newest member of Alaska's resort mountain safety team. She will spend the next 2 years training to become a certified avalanche rescue dog. Just imagine being rescued by that face.
Oh.
Exactly. I'm gonna die. Oh.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. And I get licks. I get kisses. This is great. More humid than humid. Yeah.
Well, luckily, go on.
That's the Midwest right now, though, right, Blue? Like that's.
I mean, luckily we moved into our new building for work, and they've got AC and whatnot. So
nice.
I'm not as miserable as I was at the end of the dryer catching these shirts, with that heat coming off too. But it's been stupid humid.
Girl, I hate blowjobs. My mouth is too tiny for that at dinner. It's just I'm sorry. That's great. Yeah. Oh, a humble suggestion for the next Olympics. Yeah, instead of breakdancing, how about pole dancing, baby? Woo! Yeah. We choose to offend pussies with memes, not because it is easy, because it is fun. Hell yeah. My boss brought a Labrador into the office today. He came in and said, hello. Love my dog memes. Me falling out of a tree as a kid. It's but a scratch. Me after sleeping in a weird position as an adult. My body is broken.
I pulled my back there. I had a sciatic nerve attack the other night. I legit fell. I fell into the wall.
Ooh.
And I could not get up for a bit. I was on the floor just in pain, and then I couldn't even adjust myself on the bed. I was like, you know what, whatever position I'm in at this point is it.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
I thought I'm falling apart.
Well, like I've had it before where at work I'll be walking and sciatic pain just shoots down my leg and just crinkles me, and I end up on the floor.
Ouch, man. No bueno. No bueno. You gotta take care of that. Figure that out, would you? That scares the
Yeah,
shit
it's
out
called
of
the
me.
chiropractor. I can't afford the chiropractor right now. Cat, go away.
Yeah, that's the thing. He loves digging holes and then sitting in them staring at everybody. I love it. Yeah, infantry for sure in a former life, for sure. Read the part again where she burns her whore mouth on my porch. If you hate your HOA, and I'm going to do this, by the way, not this version, but something slightly close. Nothing funnier than installing a 7,000 plus capacity bat roost, causing thousands of bats to come into your neighborhood.
Oh,
this will cause your HOA to complain, but they cannot legally do anything because bats are federally protected animals and it cannot be removed. No, part of me. Go ahead. No, part of me laughs at that for a couple of reasons. One, like we almost before we got this house, we were looking at a place that was fucking. It was kind of going to be the house. We thought it was going to be the house, but it was an HOA, and it wasn't a psycho HOA, but it was still an HOA. And I'm like, yeah, no, just don't want to have that fight ever because as soon as you start it with me, it's just not going to stop. And I just don't want to I don't want it to start. So
our house is in an HOA, but honestly, like they don't care. They're not the type to go, your grass is a half-inch taller than the others.
right.
Or,
Yeah.
you know, they don't do any of that. They're just like, as long as your house looks decent and you take care of it and it doesn't look like complete garbage, we don't give a shit.
Right.
They dinged me up after I had a poker party, and it was like a bunch of like poker players sitting around a table, playing like the elevator music at a low volume, and they like dinged. They like couldn't get me on that, but like I know that's what it was from because right after that I got dinged on a bunch of nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Them people are something else.
My cat and I enjoy driving around town and disapproving everyone we see. Hell yeah. Good for you. Teens walking to school with iced coffees. My generation smoke with vodkas and water bottles. Rookies.
Shit.
Pook probably remembers this. I used to my go-to move for mandatory fun days, company battalion was I'd get a couple and this
They
is
weren't
how
bad,
old
bro.
I am. Yeah,
They weren't
but
bad. They weren't bad, dude.
Especially when you buy a couple 2 liters of 7-Up
Oh
and
god.
dump them out, and then you fill them with Zima. That's how old I am. Zima.
Dude, I drank so much. God, what, dude? We didn't have no drinking age, bro.
Well, yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did. They changed the drinking age when we were in from 18 to 21.
Oh, I must have been 21 already, bro. I must be.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were a couple years older.
Because I'm like, but that was at battalion functions, company functions. They still let us drink.
Yeah,
they still let you drink. I remember. They're like, get a freaking cup. Everyone gets a cup. Go to the keg stand. Go do a keg stand. Like everybody.
My girlfriend said she'd break up with me if I rescued this dog that was found a couple of blocks from our house. It's been a year and now I'm single with a perfectly healthy pup. Well, it is a good looking dog, isn't it? That's like Carl before and after. God. Oh man, that dog. I looked at a picture of him the other day and I was like, holy fuck. Were you
saved his life?
Maybe he saved mine too.
All right, bro.
Oh my god, I saw the most outrageous apartment today. It was perfect. That was a liquor store, Karen. Hey. Salute to that. You can try and party like you're still in your 20s. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be tomorrow morning.
You start realizing hangovers are not a myth.
Yeah. So class today's topic is about depression. Vets in college. I love that. I love that version of Thor. My favorite. Normal heartbeat, deceased heartbeat, waking up late for a watch.
Mhm.
I got woke up one time. I got woke up one time and then I had to sit under the stick. I had that 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock bullshit. And I freaking, dude, I was in a sleeping bag, bro, and I fell freaking asleep at the ASP, bro. And I had who comes out there? Is that freaking EOD or whatever? Who comes out there at 5 in the morning, man?
Oh, EOD, yeah.
He was Stone Corporal. He was screaming at me. He's like, "Did you fall asleep, Marine?" I'm like, "No, Corporal, no, Corporal, no, Corporal." He's like, "You fell asleep." He didn't report me to nobody or nothing, but man, that was like, because I know how serious that can be. I was like, "Oh fuck, man, I could be in a lot of trouble here."
Oh, for sure.
He gave me a break.
Good on him.
We had live rounds, you know.
Yeah. Pulled up a Carbus and newly purchased house to find this. Well, that's slightly disturbing. You know, little Satan circle. Civilian friends talk nice to your face and talk shit behind your back. Veteran friends talk shit to your face and talk nice behind your back. See, there you go.
True
story.
True story.
Veterans and active service members listening to civilians who never served discuss what the military should do. Blue, help me out because I know you know this. I mean, Pook, maybe you do too. But what the fuck was the show that he was on in like the 90s? It was like a school fucking thing, right? Like Saved by the Bell. Saved by the Bell. That's what it was, right? Yeah, Saved by the Bell. All right, moving on. Don't run with bagpipes. You could put an eye out, or worse yet, get killed. Oh. Got to throw some punny ones in there. Yes, got to. My drill sergeant. Me wondering why my friends stopped laughing at my drill sergeant impression. Pook.
What's up?
We have a story similar to this meme, don't we?
Oh, dude, why you so vicious, man? Why are you so evil to young Pook, dude? Why would you be so mean to young Pook?
Tell the story. Tell the story, bro. Tell the story.
Bro, you destroyed the relationship I had with that freaking officer. He didn't even want to play cards with me after that, man. He didn't take it out on me though. He didn't take it out on my pros and cons or nothing. But he was cool about it. But you know, Minnie and his stupid little friends were playing cards, and they were all just letting me run my jib. And normally, man, you know, once I got on a roll, I could get these fools laughing anyway. But they were laughing just a little. They were laughing just a little too hard that day. And I look over my shoulder, and who's there? The motherfucker I'm talking, the motherfucker I'm roasting is standing in the back of me. And they just let me run my mouth. Thank you, guys. Thank you, fellow Marines.
Oh, dude, it was too much. You were
Would
just
they
rolling.
really be your friends, though, if they stopped you?
No, hell no.
Many should have kicked me underneath the table, man.
I was too busy biting my cheek.
The second that motherfucker walked in. Attention on deck. How about that? Your goddamn freaking officer walks in the damn quarters. Attention on deck, motherfucker. How about that? How about that? How about that? How about that? How about getting my back like that? Attention on deck.
No.
And then he probably would have been like, "You don't need to do that nonsense." And then I would have been covered. But nah, it was way funnier to see me just freaking burn, dude. It was way funnier, right? It's hilarious, right? He's such a great guy. You guys are all such great guys. You guys are so proud. You think I would let you do that? You think I would let you?
Yes, you would have. Yes.
Nah, man. I wouldn't have got upset. Remember, I was pissed, man. I was pissed at you motherfuckers. I was pissed at freaking Streeter thought I wanted to box his ass. I wanted to box him over, but I was pissed at him. I was pissed at all y'all motherfuckers.
We were playing a buck a point for Gin Rummy, and that happened. And it just you went on that rant, and it was like just the universe just aligned. You went on that rant, and we were all on board with it. We were all feeling the same way about this dude, and he just comes walking up out of nowhere from the tent to the fucking table.
Maybe everybody wanted me to hear what everyone thought. Is that what was going on, bro?
Maybe, yeah.
Or maybe you guys just wanted to watch me burn. I think you guys motherfuckers are fucking evil motherfuckers. That's what I think. I think you guys got that same spirit that the drill instructor in my boot camp had when he freaking had me pull my gas mask off. And I just want to take little baby breaths. He made me suck in a whole big breath. I think you got the same energy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Work gives PTO. Me uses PTO. Work. Yeah, never understood that. That was one of the funniest things. I got multiple times with the same supervisor at Amazon about a bunch of shit, but one of them was he made a public comment about, yeah, don't need to use that PTO these days. I'm like, then why do you give it to us? What who the fuck are you? Just, oh God, I hated that guy so bad. He was such a meathead and like seriously like a bit of a predator because he spent the entire time hitting on every woman, married or not, in that fucking warehouse. And he was such a piece of shit.
I mean, that's literally like one of the biggest reasons for going to work for somebody else is getting the time off, getting paid time off,
Yeah.
freaking getting benefits, not having
Yeah.
to, that's like one of the reasons to go work for somebody else instead of figuring out your own thing to do in America. I mean, shit, goddamn, you're gonna take that away?
Yeah, I
Not
hear
cool.
you. The UN has offered to send help in disarming American citizens. UN is about to enter ranked PvP. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Me and the boys wait for the British to show up again. Yeah. Never gonna buy a suppressor because I don't want to be definitely on the ATF list, but
Nah,
maybe I'll make one allegedly.
I don't even own any
Bro,
weapons.
why you still got that? Yeah,
I
me
don't.
either.
I don't.
Me either.
I literally
don't own
don't, man.
anything.
I don't.
I
I literally don't have.
literally do not
I
have
don't
a
have.
gun in my waist
I
right
don't
now.
have
I
anything.
don't.
I don't.
Bro, why you still got that fixed stock on your AR? Want some jelly beans? That's why. Because you gotta hide the jelly beans somewhere, dude. Hello. Awakened whence thou hast not been emptied. The bottom of our kibble is once again visible. Nah, that's cats. and I got a black one. And he's a fucking character, man. He is fucking hilarious. Constantly abused by the kids, no matter how much we yell at them for it, and he still comes out and rages it. And most of the nights when they're here, he sleeps with them. He rotates between Edith and James. It's hilarious. I seriously cannot even. Today's aircraft photo of my girl who's absolutely smitten with George, the Great Dane. The face says it all. Yes, love does funny things to a girl. Oh, look at that pity smile. Oh, never own a Great Dane ever. I'll stick with my pities. Great Danes just don't live long.
No.
Dear God, give me a reason to get up early tomorrow to go to work. You're poor. Yeah, that'll do it. That usually does it. Stare down the
Pipples are
mortgage.
durable dogs.
Yes, they are. They're amazing.
They're durable. They're freaking durable dogs, man. I had a pity freaking jump off a third story window. He broke his fall with a very small shrub, and he walked it off. I know another guy.
Oh, what happened? I lost all audio from the Pook. Oh, he froze. That's what it is. Okay. Oh, Charlie Meow. Yes, that's the Charlie Meow. I love that dude. He is, and Jason's right. And my other buddy who came over last night to hang out with me because the wife and kids are gone this weekend. He said, "Yeah, Charlie's gonna be a boss. Like he's gonna be a big motherfucker," which is great. He's a fucking hilarious cat. Already adore him. Me when the British police show up at my house. Turka. Fucking love that shit. Yes.
Oh, Durga.
Oh my God. That is one of the best fucking movies.
When I first started working at Jute Mode, and I love my job, but there's very liberal minded. And not to say that I'm a liberal either. I'm by no means a conservative, but it slipped out of my mouth one day when I was talking about the sodas that we had on the ship that were from the Middle East and how we called it Durka Coke, Durka Sprite.
Yes.
And they're like, "Why'd you call it Durka?" I was like, "Oh, because we were in the Middle East." And they're like,
they just didn't
and
get
I was
it.
like, "Oh, I forget where I'm at."
Oh, you guys have never been there. Sorry. All right. Oops. Yeah. No, I talked about it too. I've done it at work. Like, I have a couple of veterans I work with. My immediate boss is an Army veteran, chaplain assistant. a couple Marines. My boss, 2 bosses above him, he's a Marine. And yeah, we'll get together every once in a while, and we have to do the water cooler look, you know.
Just, oh,
All right, nobody's around. Okay, cool. All right. So this is what happened. And we tell that joke, and you know, we're the only ones who are gonna get it, really. So
it just slipped out of my mouth when I was saying it, though. It was just like, Dirk is Coke, Dirk is Sprite. And they're like, what's that? I'm like, oh, Coke and Sprite from like the Middle East. And then I realized, oh, I can't talk to these people like that.
My wife.
oh, freedom of speech. People still use the words gay and retarded. I'm sorry. If Shane Gillis still uses it, I'm still using it, and he's making them at night. And if you don't know what making them at night means, you need to watch Shane Gillis's last special, because he's you know, oh, well, he got a bunch of shit for making, you know, using the word retarded or making jokes. He goes, I have family members with Down syndrome. He goes, look at me. I kind of, it nicked me, but it dodged it a little bit. And he goes, you know, do you think they're doing bad? Oh, how's he doing? He's crushing it. He's loving life. He's doing great. He smuggles grilled cheese sandwiches into every restaurant just in case they don't make grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh my God.
And he just my brother or my uncle is like, I know that son of a bitch is making him at night. I know he's doing it. But and that's the joke. No, he's doing fine. He's doing great. And by the way, Shane Gillis, you can Google it, look it up. Motherfucker's been part of Special Olympics forever. So just saying. The benefits of military service: great pay, healthy needs, top-notch equipment. Oh, wait.
Nowhere in there.
Nowhere in there. That's weird. That's crazy.
How do you feel? That being said, how do you, after all this, how do you feel about Second Amendment rights for tards?
Second Amendment rights for who?
Tards.
Did you say tards?
Tards, yes, tards. Second Amendment rights for tards.
Oh.
I mean, that's a real thing.
It is a real thing.
How do you feel about it?
I've never, ever contemplated that issue. Never. I don't, to be honest with you, I don't, can they get a firearm?
I think if they have like a certain mental capacity, yes.
Right. But what's the bar? What's the bar? What's the level?
I'm sure that they would have to ask him like logical, logistic questions.
I know here in the state of Arizona, right?
Yeah.
And this is Arizona. This ain't California. I was in California. They restrict everything over there. But state of California, as long as you're not a felon, you as a private party could sell me your firearm as long as I'm not a felon, as long as I'm not a known felon. Well, if this person isn't a known felon, what's to stop him in the state of Arizona? State by state is different, obviously. What's to stop him from the state of Arizona from owning a firearm? And how do you feel about that? That's pretty much the gist of it. And I'm sure there's restrictions. I'm sure there's restrictions in California. I mean, I failed. I jumped through every hoop I had, and they rejected me, and they told me that I needed to get a lawyer, and if I got a lawyer, it probably cost me like $5,000, and I definitely have my Second Amendment rights.
No, but awesome. No, I get you. Like Chicago, like when I was living in Chicago and I was bartending, it literally took several police friends of mine, and I had to demonstrate a need to carry a firearm in Cook County, but it took 6 months from like start to finish to get a carry and concealed in Cook County, which is Chicago.
Right.
And I had a need. I was taking money from a bar at cash, thousands of dollars, to a bank in the wee hours of the morning. I mean, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And it still took me 6 months. And I had an immediate need, a demonstrated need to carry a firearm. I still carried one until I got the fucking thing. But, because I'm not a fucking idiot. But, it's ridiculous. It is kind of stupid. But never thought about your point, Pook. Never thought about that. I already did that one. Remember when you set up a hotline for Minnesotans to report their neighbors for not adhering to your strict COVID guidelines? You piece of shit. Kamala picks Tim Walz's VP. Everyone who remembers 2020. The fire guy. Yep. I'm telling you, the last time I don't want any Frosted Flakes, but they're great. Oh boy, that's bad. when the muscle memory kicks in using both your hands. Oh, oh, she's probably pretty good at it. I'm guessing. I mean, she kind of launched her political career by that. Just saying, it's fucking public fact. Google it. It is what it is. 1983, Chuck Norris was involved in a shark attack. The only known picture of the incident. When she says she uses OnlyFans, but there's AC unit at her house. What? Oh, my ears whenever Kamala speaks. Ooh. Meteorologist dressed for the mid-80s. Me and the boys.
Oh my god! Get
That's awesome. Come on. Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Big boss man.
Yeah, big boss man. Yup, Hulk Hogan. I don't remember the dude in the fucking Russian paratrooper fucking top, but
let me see. I gotta move. I gotta blow it up. My eyes are
don't remember that dude at all.
I don't remember that dude. Is that no? That's not. That's not.
No, it's a big boss man, Hulk Hogan, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. But I don't know the dude, you know, in the, like I said, the Russian paratrooper fucking top. Oh, when you hit your 50s, you can only rock and roll. Oh, yep, that's it. We hit him. We're done. Holy shit. We finished the memes. Oh my God. All we got left is, you know, final thoughts and maybe some stupid videos.
You missed a hell of a fight, man. I sent you the link for it. That's why it's having technical difficulties.
Oh, were you?
This Rosenstruck Vasa fight was incredible.
Let's just do final thoughts because I'm not trying to be anything, but I can feel a headache coming, and I want to go to bed.
Michelle, I love you. Oh my God, she's such
my wife.
My wife. Such a hippie. I love it. Love and light to you all. Have a good night.
That comedian, he was talking about, he's like, when he's like, you know, when you have like a girlfriend, you're like, oh, my girlfriend or my fiance. He's like, but it gives you authority when you say, that's my wife. You start growing a pair of gonads or something. He's like, my wife is sitting here. My wife will be back. My wife says no. He's
Who
like,
is
there's
that?
always some authority that comes when like you get married and you just say it.
My wife. Oh yeah, no. It's, you know, somebody asked me something at work. Like, hey, you want to? I'm like, yeah, yep. Gotta talk to the wife, man, because she runs the whole house. She runs everything. I go to work. That's what I do. She runs everything else. So it's I gotta ask my wife. I gotta ask, like, hey, you know,
Well,
do this?
like,
Can we do this?
You're in a relationship and people are like, oh, I gotta ask my husband. It's like, how about you just talk to your husband or talk to your wife? You don't have to ask. You can just be like, let me confer with my spouse or significant other and be like, let's get back to you because there might be plans that day. Who knows?
That is true, and I never know when they are because she usually hits me up on them shit face. That's how she gets me to fucking agree to pretty much every family function. Is, oh, by the way, we're going to do this in 2 weeks, and then, you know, a week beforehand.
Yeah,
hey, by the way, we're doing this, and I'm like, what? She goes, yeah, I talked to you about it on Saturday night. I'm like, when I was hammered. She's like, yeah. I'm like, fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'll agree to just about anything. I'm having a good time. So yeah, it is what it is. Go ahead, Blue. If you want to, check out. Go ahead, do your final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Make good choices. I've got nothing.
Make good choices. I love it.
Okay, it's yours. Okay. Okay.
Pook.
Good night.
Good night, sweetheart. All right, brother. We got to catch the end of these fights. So, we might do sports church tomorrow. I don't know. It depends on you. I also got to go to a bowl game tomorrow. Company function, mandatory fun.
Well,
but
I mean, I got a busy day tomorrow. If you want to scrap it, I ain't gonna be sad about that.
Okay. All right.
If you want me to jump on sometime, like in the morning or early afternoon, I can do that too. But either way, it ain't gonna break my heart not to do the show this week. But you gotta remember something. We're gonna be off. I'm gonna be off for 2 weeks because next week I'm gonna be traveling. I'm gonna be doing a draft, the fantasy football draft, the same time as the show. Probably it's an all day thing, man. These guys drag it out. It's a freaking live draft. It happens every year. They got a championship belt for the winner. You know, if they make a big deal out of everything, I gotta be present.
No worries,
So,
man. No worries. All right.
That's next week. That's the 25th. I'm driving freaking 5 hours to it. I'm driving back to California, back to Commie, California.
Back to Commie, California.
Yeah,
All right.
out here, it's wild, man. It literally is wild as far as gun rights. Like I said, like let's say you're a private party, I buy a firearm from you. There doesn't have to be any paperwork on it. That's how it is. I just can't be a known felon. You can't know me as you can't sell a weapon to a known felon. Sell a weapon to a known felon, you go to prison for that. That's the way the law should be. Like if you have prior knowledge, this person being a felon, you're selling them a weapon. All right, you go to prison. That's it. As far as like carry, there ain't none. You can conceal carry is constitutional carry. You can put it in your glove box, put it in your freaking pants, put it in your holster, put it wherever you want. Have it out, have it concealed, whatever. And you know, a well-armed society, I believe, is a polite society. You got some
agree.
real crazy fuckers out here in Arizona, though. You know, you got a lot of, especially Phoenix. So you know, but that's just it, man. You don't put yourself in that damn situation, man. You know, and if you do, just be prepared for it.
Absolutely. Hey, remember, never take a permanent solution to a temporary problem. There's plenty of places to reach out. Pook knows I've called this motherfucker at all hours. I've called other people like Dean at all hours. They've called me at all hours. But the thing is, at least we talk. And, you know, you wear yourself out and you go to sleep and you wake up. It's a brand new fucking day. It is what it is.
What's your name? What is your name? Tony! Fuck you, Tony! What's your name? Ezekiel! Fuck you, Ezekiel! Fuck you! Fuck you! Hey, you know what I did last night? You better not break my mother into this! You know what I did? You better not! I put that fly over there! Oh! And I fucked your mother next to it! Fuck you, Ezekiel!
I'm pretty tired. I think I'll go home now.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.